Hey there folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. I'm MysteriousJG, and these dogs, not that I should call these lovely ladies that, these dogs will hunt. They will continue to hunt in this video, and so will Redis, who's the real hot rod, dirty dog, Redis. So, we had just defeated in the last video, Grimmelkin, whatever the heck he's called. What was he called? We defeated, Grimmelkin. So next up is Nazarnir, who's in the Giza Plains, Starlight Field. There's no particular thing that we are supposed to get from this enemy, so let's just go to the Giza Plains, Starlight Field, and get to killing. Oh, great. This is one of the ones that doesn't have a warp crystal. So where the hell is the Giza Plains? I do not remember. I feel like I feel like I don't remember, but I feel like I knew at some point. The Giza Plains actually just outside Rabanastre? No, Necrohol Nabadies is not going to help. Yeah, these are the actual place. The straw should be able to reach the Ridorana Cataract, but why is that? Why there's... Aren't those where sunstones are made? Around the corner fudge is made? Well, whatever they are, neither of them are actually indicating the place where this rare hunt beast is. So I think, unless the Osmone Plane crystal is... Osmone Plane doesn't have its own crystal either. Wester Sand crystal is pretty far away. So our best bet's actually to go to Rabanastre. I knew there was a reason we never sold teleport crystals or cashed them in at any point. We're going to use them like candy now. This is the south gate, and we want to go south, so it's all going to come up Privia. And it's the rainy season. It always seems to be the rainy season. This, in my recent bout of off-screening, I was after a very specific item. Rainy season would have been annoying to me. Hold on one second. Does it matter which season it is? No, it has to be dry. Damn. So this actually is messing us up a bit. Alright. So what I guess we'll do is we'll go to... The next one is the Namiensa Sansi. Which now makes me wish we'd gone to the Wester Sand, but whatever. This is the wrong way. So let's get to the Wester Sand. Let's get to the... Let's just do, like, maybe call it 2 hunt missions and then come back to this guy and see if the season has changed to what we need it to be by then. And, we'll just go on foot. It's not that far. Actually, it's kind of far, but we're going to go on foot anyway. Nah, it's not going for the teleport. I don't remember if there's a teleport that's right next to the Sand Sea, or that there's a teleport in the Sand Sea. There's a turtle shell. I do know, however, that there, the Wester Sand teleport crystal is really close to one of the 2 Sand Seas. And as it happens, the next 2 rare hunts are 1 each in the 2 Sand Seas. So this didn't put us out that much. So the Ogre Yensa Sand Sea, and we actually want the Nami Yensa Sand Sea next, and then the Ogre Yensa Sand Sea. But if I recall, let's see exactly where we need to go on these zones. The Ogre Yensa Sand Sea, we need to go to the Yellow Sands. which is... Is that even a screen here? Because these are all named after tanks. None of them say the Sands. Oh. Because this... Yeah, Nam Sensa is the one that we want first. Whoops. The Nam Sensa Sand Sea. We want the Yellow Sands, which is... Yeah. Kind of in the middle, so it's not... So we can teleport to the Tomb of Wraithwall, but it's probably faster, honestly, to teleport to the Nam Yensa Sand Sea. And we could do them slightly out of order. Rather teleport to the Ogre Yensa Sand Sea. We'll go get the Nam one, then we'll come back to Ogre. And we will get the one that is the South Tank Approach. Oh, yeah, so it's like right there. Alright, so we're going to teleport to the Nam Yensa Sand Sea. And hopefully by the time we're done fooling around with the Sand Sea monsters, maybe the dry season will come back to the Giza Plains, which has fast become the most irritating to me section of the game. And by section, I kind of mean geographically. Actually, let's just go deal with whatever this one is first. So... We'll cut to the chase, because we keep finding it advantageous to actually read about these enemies. There is a high ether that we could steal, which is a rare steal. These high ethers are supposed to be a formula to let you get them easily, but it's kind of broken. One of the ingredients was meant to be a common drop, and it isn't. And it just kind of spawns on the screen, so it either is going to show up or it's not. Let's try and steal that high ether, though, because they're can actually be kind of valuable. And this, by the way, is just going to be some kind of extra fancy chocobo. If it spawns, and it's supposed to spawn down in this zone where we're at now, not like actually up on the refinery area. But it is the bull chocobo. Don't know what that means, other than it's probably like really manly. There it is. So let's slow the bull chocobo down. Then starts well, it's immune. Oh, it's got Choco Comet, although it's not doing the crazy damage that Choco Comet from the level 99 red Chocobo was doing. I still haven't actually integrated in my, maybe I'll add it after this video, my, because I didn't do commentary on it, but just me fighting a level 99 red Chocobo, because I've been spending like an hour or two trying to get one to spawn while listening to like Mystery Science Theaters and riff tracks and stuff. And then I just started recording when I knew I'd finally got one, but I didn't actually do commentary. It's just like, oh, I better start recording. So we did get our high ether after all. It's a high ether after all. It's actually taking long enough to kill that I should have popped into the menus and made it so that more people were attacking, but speeding it up is just as easy. We got the Beaked Trophy. Beakman's Trophy. I can close my windows about both Chocobo and Grimalkin, which was open for my last play session. And now we will, at least as far as this FAQ is concerned, backtrack by going to the Yellow Sands and looking for a Victinier, from which we can steal a War Gods band. So good for us. Oh, we're happy to kill you little desert nomad guys, because why wouldn't we be happy to do that? Game can be messed up sometimes. So the Yellow Sands is only one screen away. It's just that there's relatively long and convoluted screens around here. I forgot all about you guys. Just like what to me seemed like a particularly weird-looking enemy of that type. I guess there's really nothing extra strange looking about them compared to... I don't know why they... It's only briefly caught one while it was sped up and it seemed extra goofy, but... This particular enemy model always seems goofy to me, with the heads with no eyes and lots of spikes coming out. We got a bent staff. Wizard staff has a knob on the end. Alright, let's cut to the chase here and actually open up this enemy's web page in the wiki. Okay, it's one of them horsey looking dudes. No, it's not. Wait a second. Oh, it is. Oh, well, the item it drops we already have enough of, because it's something I had to figure out for the Tornasoul. I found another way to get it, but you need quite a few of them, but you could steal one from this enemy that would be popping up right about here if he had spawned, but I don't think he has spawned. So we will exit and come back and see if we can get him to show up. And Zaratenia Cavern is still got some nasty enemies in it, but it's not as threatening as it was at one time. So we can probably traverse 2 screens worth of it. This was one of the less threatening screens anyway. And leveled up Fran to 78. Yeah, early game, this place is like a super dungeon. Really threatening. You have to be really careful as you navigate it. Now, not so much. Although there were enemies that were popping up in like this zone here, the southern part, that can only be reached from here and here, that were still pretty bad. And like apparently you need to defeat them to build a certain recipe that I kind of don't care about. It's like the ultimate gun or something. I mean, our characters that are fighting with guns, like our Pinello uses rifles, but in big battles against like big bosses and stuff, she has other things than attacking that she should be doing. The nice thing is that since this enemy is not a palette swap of anything else around here, or even just looks exactly the same as some other enemy that's hanging around here, we should at least notice when we finally get it. Alright, so we will zip through these caverns again. Green slime's giving Ash the business. It didn't really work out very well for them. So Fran apparently a little bit ahead of the rest in level, because it might take a while for the difference to materialize here, because these enemies are dropping not that much experience by our current standard. As soon as I say that, Ash levels up. But I have been keeping them pretty close in experience. Oh, well, there he is. Let's shut off your gambits and actually try to steal this item. Just in case I have need of another one. Some kind of undead horse or ghost horse or Gorst. Alright, well, we got the War Gods band. War God's favorite band is, of course, Slayer. And our Maverick trophy. I'm a Maverick! The trophy that can see Russia from its house. The Maverick trophy. Oh, God. I think having Sarah Palin back would actually... I don't know if I'd mind having her back at this point. But, you know what? So we need to navigate back to the teleport stone and get ourselves to Moaz. Oh, sorry, not Moaz. We want to get ourselves to, well, the Giza Plains and see if maybe with a little bit of luck it's the right weather there now. Though honestly, we haven't been gone that long. But I don't want to like have enough recording done that I forget about which one we missed. That would be unfortunate. Does that look dry to you guys? Looks kind of dry to me. I think it might be dry. Yeah, it's dry. Alright. Okay. So, have a little patience, and the rains will finally end. And I wonder, still I wonder, who will stop the rain. So, Giza Plains, Nazanir. It's just, oh, it's another fancy horse monster. Variety of Sleipnir once felled by the legendary hunter Nazimir, hunted in Giza Plains during dry. They don't even have like an interesting description for this thing. It's just, yeah, we wanted to have a whole bunch of like rare beasts, so we just kind of ran out of ideas, and now we're just doing reskins that don't have any particular special stuff going on at all. We got lazy. It's a big game. So we can zip through the village here. I keep feeling like we missed some kind of dialogue associated with the ghosts and the I left a pendant for my love. Like, I can't help but feel like we missed out on something there. While I'm here, I could probably show off the it was over here somewhere, was this yeah, this particular snake guy only spawns, like, unless I'm crazy, he only spawns, never mind, I don't think that, oh yeah, we stole a snake skin from him. That's the one that I had to, like, for whatever reason, it spawns once. And, so, like, I wouldn't have figured this out on my own, but, like, what you gotta do is, turn it to stone, and then come back, like, because you could steal the snake skin. The snake skin was an ingredient I needed for the Tournesol. One of many. And turn it to stone, and steal from it, petrify it, leave. When an enemy petrifies in this game, it simply disappears, and if you come back it respawns immediately without you having to leave the area. So petrification, other than manipulating it for like getting specific items, not really that useful. At any rate, I think we might have our special friend here. Ooh, its name is in white, not in blue, so it might actually be considered moderate level as opposed to super low level. Never mind, it cannot damage us, and we still are molting from it. So this is even, I still think this is actually the rare mark. It's just not a particularly dangerous one. Oh, maybe not. Oh no, I'm sorry. It wasn't. That's the enemy that there is a like something % chance that it will, instead of it coming, the rare version will come. So we got the common version. No wonder it was like not at all threatening and didn't drop an interesting item at all. Well, that means we're gonna have to like we have to figure out what the most efficient. Oh, it's probably, you know what? No, it's over this way. The most efficient way to move 2 screens away and come back. We're gonna need that because we're gonna need to keep going until we encounter the fancy pants version of that enemy. And it also means I'll switch my gambits back off. Well, that didn't take too long. I guess blue is more threatening than white, and then red is most threatening of all, because that is blue text version. And this is the fancy, even though it looks almost exactly the same. Well, Redis is killing it. I guess I'll just make sure he doesn't finish it completely before I shut up. Well, if you're gonna go into like super combos, I guess I gotta shut you. Oh, I accidentally shut off Fran instead of him. You can't flatten her. She's got far too many curves. Ooh. Yeah. Would you guys just steal from it, please? I was comboing Pinello there. Imagine how frustrating this would be without the speed up option, trying to steal from some of these enemies. Okay, we got a Destier main, which seems to be a thing. And we obtained the mained trophy. It's the main trophy, main. Alright, I do have this vague notion that we missed some questy plot stuff in the village, so let's head to the village real quick. Might be that we have to come back during the wet. Because I was hanging around in the wet and didn't, was unhappy about it before. Now I'm suddenly like, oh wait, no, we probably have to come back during the wet and talk to like the ghost or some shit. Or maybe not. Well, we keep a clip of 3 trophies for video and we have 30 to do. I mean, it's going to take a while, but don't have to get visitors. What is it? Can you tell me? It's Sunstones? Nothing, sorry. Their elder is awesome. You've been to Giza during the rains. There's huge frogs. What do you mean, what's so funny? Wait. I told Bruna I wanted to go stay in Arcades, but she just left. I wonder what's so funny. Oh. There's a storm brewing. Take care of yourself. Where there's life, there's hope. Thank you, Third Doctor. I believe really you did meet him. I do. And in time, I know I'll meet him again, too. Thank you. I can ask no more. Thank you. Okay, never mind. I guess we did finish whatever the hell that plot was. Hey, it's Danya. I know Danya in real life, so I'm assuming this is her. Poor Tara's been miserable, but she shouldn't blame herself. My fault the cockatrices ran away. If only I had a magic feather of my own. You could talk to cockatrices just like they were people. But we got one. I guess we don't get to offer to him. Well, blimey, you're that bloke from Arcades, ain't ya? Well, don't go no more, will ya? I've got a tragic tale what needs telling. You ain't gonna believe this, but that cock what you met me up with in old Arcades was only me very own dad. He'd vanished when I was scarcely an hatchling. See, I never dreamed I'd met him off to the likes of that place, whatever. His old legs was giving out, but I wanted him to see the homesteaders once more, but he didn't make it. I can't hold it any longer. It's got to come out. Dad, me poor old dad. Wah, wah. It's me, poor old dad. I don't know how I'm ever going to get over this. I really don't. But whatever happens, I ain't going to let nothing stand in my way. Because one day, I'm going to make something of myself. Okay. I don't know what the hell this plot is about. And I guess I don't get to explain to them what... give them the ability to talk to those guys, or tell them what they're talking about. Whatever. If there's some huge reward I'm missing to this cockatrice quest, so be it. But I'm starting to think we actually did do everything we needed to do here, and that, like, the old lady was tied to the quest that we finished. Nutsy. Don't touch one, Koopo. Don't touch one of my nutsies, Koopo. Here's somebody who says, "Don't treat me like a child, Tommy." Essentially. You think my sister trusts me? Yeah, I think I didn't bother to read all of your dialogue, kid, because I think I don't care. Alright, whatever. Let's get back to Ravenastra's teleport stone and call it a video. And when we come back next time, we will be going after more of these fabulous hunts. Remember, if you didn't buy the game guide, you have no way to find any of this shit, and the game is just messing with you. I'm MysteriousJG. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you'll join me next time for more of Final Fantasy XII, the game that is pretty much just messing with you.